Hey everybody, I am back today with a new series. I recently purchased a set of sketches from Allison Davis at Scrapbook Generation. The sketches I purchased were one-page sketches. One of them features squares and one of them features hexagons. I can't show you the sketches, but that's okay. I will link up the sketches that I purchased in the comments down below, and then if you want to play along with me, you are welcome to do so. I'm going to start with the square sketches, and I'm going to work through them, starting with the first one and going through them one by one until I finished both sets of sketches. And though I am working title calling this Sketches with Allison, and I will have two a month until I run out of sketches. How's that sound? Okay, so I am going to be working today with this craft collection from Simple Stories. This is an older one, and I am doing some photos from May when I attended the Mega Meet in Ohio, which is a scrapbooking, shopping, convention, fun thing to check out. And yep, at some point while I was collecting my supplies for this particular video, I managed to hit my camera and not realize it. So we are a little bit like all wonky and I almost didn't post this video, but I also knew that I wanted to make sure to get these videos up, particularly because many of you voted and asked me to do sketches. So I am going to alter this sketch a little bit. Well, actually, I think at the end of the day, I kind of altered it a lot. I'm going to add an extra photo, and I'm going to add some journaling too in a different spot. But right now, I'm cutting down papers. Lots and lots and lots of papers. So this particular sketch has 3 large squares. Each large square is matted with white cardstock. And so right now I'm working on that. And then there's also a grid element to this sketch, which is what I'm working on now. So I'm making sure I have mats for the photos that need mats and things like that. The sketch also calls for a lot of hand stitching, and you guys know that I don't hand stitch, but I stamp. I love to stamp, so we're stamping. I have my British Monroe Detail Black ink, which is my favorite black ink. I have my hand sewn stitches stamp from Ellie's Studio, which is my favorite stitching stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp around the edges of all of my squares using the black ink and my stamp. This stamp is awesome because the stamps line up, so I don't have to worry too much about having like seams and stuff between the stitches. They actually do line up perfectly. So I am going to do a little bit of masking, because that way I can give the illusion that the stitching goes around the edge of my paper. I will link any of this collection that A Cherry on Top has in stock down in the description box, and I will also link up those stamps if they are still available at Ellie's Studio. This did take me quite a while to do. It was a little bit tedious, not as tedious as if I had hand stitched the papers, for sure, not as tedious, but still took me a little bit of time to do. Now that I have all of my stamping done and I have my squares all cut, we're ready to put this together. I am going to go ahead and use a pencil and my T-square ruler because I want to make sure that the center portion of my layout is centered. I want these squares to be nice and centered onto my page. So I'm just going to give myself a couple of guide marks so I put them in the right spots. And then I can get my background completed and start to put down my photos and embellishments and figure out where I want to put some journaling, because I have technically used my journaling spot for another photo instead. Using my T-square ruler once again, just to make sure everything is centered and straight. I really went for these pink and orange tones that were in the collection. I love them and I really wanted to use them all together. One of these photos is of me and Eileen Hull. She is a designer for Sizzix, and she was at the Mega Meet. I also had the chance to meet one of my subscribers, Jen. So Jen, if you're watching, hello. And I have a photo of her. And then Creative Scrapbooker magazine had a big booth at this show, and they actually had one of the magazines there that I was in, and so the girl that was running the booth and my friend who was with me were like, we have to take a picture. So they did, and I have that one too. So I'm getting these photos and the extra block, that bright pink fuchsia magenta block that's going to hold my title, and I'm going to move stuff around here because I'm realizing that I don't want my colors both on the same side, that I want them to be diagonally from each other. I really want to go ahead and use one of the foam stickers that go with this collection. In fact, I want to use as many lettering options that I have with this collection as I can. I generally end up with leftover lettering and title options. So I made the product work for me instead of die cutting or stamping a title. So these letters were in the sticker book, and I'm going to spell out Mega Meet. And then there is a puffy sticker that says Memories, and I was like, perfect, Mega Meet Memories. That's going to be my title. I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling around the outside edge of my layout. So I'm going to write all around the outside edge. And I just did like little bullet points about the different memories that I have from this event and attending it. Things I want to remember about it. Things like I bought a massage pillow. You know, who I went with and what we did and stuff like that. For embellishment clusters, I'm going to create some little vignettes of crafty supplies with the products. I have a lot of this collection. I bought all of it because generally I'm not a fan of crafty themed collections, but I loved this one, and I do have like more crafty events to scrapbook. Apparently 2022 was the year when I went back to crops and events and things like that. So I have quite a few little projects or pictures and events and things to scrapbook. So I purchased this whole collection to come back to, and then I might set it aside and then I come back to it to get these events scrapbooked. I'm also going to go ahead and pop up some of the elements in these little vignettes with some foam tape. I actually got the chipboard for this collection. Crazy, right? I don't know. I think I went through this and I was just like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And I got it all and I'm like, really? I got the chipboard? Who knows? Or maybe it was part of like a collection kit that I ordered. I don't know. So odd. I have to pay more attention next time, I guess. Anyway, I am just layering stuff, popping stuff up. I think I added a chipboard piece because I thought that would give it a little bit of dimension. And I also ran into, because I wanted these vignettes, I wanted things to be the right aspect in association to each other. So that kind of made it a little bit difficult because like I wanted a little bottle of glue, but I didn't want the glue bottle, or a little bottle of paint, but I didn't want the paint bottle to be larger than the cup of scissors and things like that. So I had to be mindful of scale. And in that respect, having the chipboard actually helped a lot. There were tons of tiny little phrase stickers all through this collection, and I have not been using enough of them. I'm going to have them all left at the end, so I decided to add quite a few that I thought were really cute. And that's where we're going to call this layout all done. I think I pick it up. Yep, there you go. So you can see it a little better. This is the point where I realized that my video was crooked. Sorry. Here are all of the close-ups. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy this new series. And it would be super fun if you wanted to play along. You can grab this set of sketches down below from Scrapbook Generation, and then you can play right along with me. Talk to you soon. Bye.